Elizabeth WARRENAge on Inauguration Day, 71 entered race, set up exploratory committee December 31, 2018 career, law lecturer and academic who became an expert on bankruptcy law and tenured Harvard professor. Ran for Senate and won in 2012, defeating sitting Republican Scott Brown, held it in 2018 60% to 36%. Was shortlisted to be Hillary's running mate and campaigned hard for her in 2016. Family, twice married, mother of 2 and grandmother of 3. First husband and father of her children was her high school sweetheart. Second husband Bruce Mann is Harvard law professor. Daughter Amelia Tyagi and son Alex Warren have both been involved in her campaigns. Has controversially claimed Native American roots. DNA test suggested she is as little as 1064th Native American religion, raised Methodist, now described as Christian, with no fixed church views on key issues, voted Republican until 1995 but has tacked left since. Pro, higher taxes on rich, banking regulation, DREAM Act path to citizenship for dreamers, abortion and gay rights, campaign finance restrictions, and expansion of public provision of health care, although still to spell out exactly how that would happen. Against U.S. presence in Afghanistan and Syria, liberalization of gambling slogan, to be announced. Kamala Harris age on Inauguration Day, 56 entered race, announced she was running January 21, 2018 Martin Luther King Jr. Day, on Good Morning America. Formally entered race January 27, career, Howard and UC. Hunter Law School grad who worked as assistant district attorney in Alameda County, California, then in San Francisco STA's office before being elected San Francisco DA in 2003 and used it as springboard to run successfully for California Attorney General in 2010. Won again in 2014 and was at center of U.S. Attorney General and Supreme Court speculation but also endured a series of controversies, including over police brutality allegations. Ran for Senate in 2016 and established herself on liberal wing of party family, born in Berkeley, California, to immigrant Indian Tamil mother and Jamaican father who were both academics and brought up from 7 to 18 in Montreal, Canada. Dated married San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown, when he was 60 and she was 29. Married attorney Douglas Emhoff in 2014 and has 2 stepchildren, Cole, an aspiring actor, and Ella, an art and design student. Sister Maya was a Hillary Clinton advisor and brother-in-law Tony West is Uber's chief legal counsel. Would be first female, first Indian American and first female black president. Views on key issues. Social ultra-liberal who has rejected criticisms of identity politics and is running without a political action committee, which will make her reliant on small donors. Has shifted left on criminal justice reform, supports Medicare for all, pro-gun control and anti-death penalty, says illegal immigration is a civil not a criminal offense. Religion, has said she was brought up in both Baptist and Hindu tradition. Slogan, Kamala Harris, for the people. Bernie Sanders age on Inauguration Day, 79 entered race. Sources said on January 25, 2019, that he would form exploratory committee. Officially announced February 19. Career, student civil rights and anti-Vietnam activist who moved to Vermont and worked as a carpenter and radical filmmaker. Serial failed political candidate in the 1970s, he ran as a socialist for mayor of Burlington in 1980 and served 2 terms ending in 1989, and win a seat in Congress as an independent in 1990. Ran for Senate in 2006 elections as an independent with Democratic endorsement and won 3rd term in 2018. Challenged Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination in 2016 but lost. Campaign has since been hit by allegations of sexual harassment, for which he has apologized, and criticized for its Bernie bro culture. Family, born to a Jewish immigrant father and the daughter of Jewish immigrant parents in Brooklyn, New York. First marriage to college sweetheart Deborah Schilling Messing in 1964 ended in divorce in 1966, had son Levi in 1969 with then-girlfriend Susan Campbell Mott. Married Joan O'Meara in 1988 and considers her 3 children, all adults, his own. The couple have 7 grandchildren. His older brother Larry is a former Green Party councillor in Oxfordshire, England. Religion, secular Jewish views on key issues, openly socialist and standard-bearer for the Democratic Party's left turn. Wants federal $15 minimum wage, banks broken up, union membership encouraged, free college tuition, universal health care, redistributive taxation. He opposed Iraq war and also U.S. leading the fight against ISIS and wants troops largely out of Afghanistan and the Middle East. Slogan, to be announced at Kirsten WARRENAge on Inauguration Day. 54 entered race, announced exploratory committee on Stephen Colbert's CBS show on January 16, 2019. Career, Dartmouth and UCLA law grad who was a high-flying Manhattan attorney representing big businesses. Says she was inspired to enter politics by hearing Hillary Clinton speak, although she is also son of a prominent New York Democratic political family. Won New York's 20th district, centered on Albany in 2004, appointed to Hillary Clinton's Senate seat in 2008 and won it in 2010's special election 63-35, won first full term 2012 and re-elected 67-33 in 2018. Family, married to British venture capitalist Jonathan Gillibrand with two sons, Theodore, 15, and Henry, 10. Father Douglas Lutnick was Democratic lobbyist. Grandmother Polly Noonan was at center of Albany Democratic politics. Would-be first female president. Religion, Catholic views on key issues. Initially pro-gun, his congresswoman has since reversed herself to be pro-gun control and also pro-immigration, said Bill Clinton should have resigned over Monica Lewinsky and helped force Al Franken out of Senate over groping allegations, in favor of single-payer healthcare and Medicare for all. Slogan, to be announced. WARRENAge on Inauguration Day. 51 entered race, announced he was running February 1, 2019. Career, high school football star who went to Stanford or undergraduate and master's degrees before studying in Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar in Yale Law School. Worked for advocacy and youth projects and successfully ran for Newark, New Jersey, City Council in 1998. Narrowly lost mayoral election in 2002 facing claims he was suburban and not black enough. Ran again in 2006 and won landslide on radical reform platform for troubled city, including being tough on crime, cutting budget deficit, increasing affordable housing and tackling failing schools, controversially taking a huge donation from Mark Zuckerberg for the city. Ran for New Jersey Senate seat in 2013 special election and won full term in 2014. Family, single. Parents Carrie and Carolyn were among IBM's first black executives. Brother Kerry Jr. is education advisor to New Jersey's Democratic governor. Would-be first bachelor president since James Buchanan, who was in the White House from 1857 to 1861. Religion, Baptiste views on key issues, self-proclaimed liberal. Endorses abortion rights, affirmative action, single-payer healthcare, criminal justice reform, path to citizenship for dreamers, federal marijuana decriminalization, $15 minimum wage, but has also spoken against tech regulation and for long-term deficit reduction. Slogan, to be announced. Amy Klobuchar on Inauguration Day. 60 entered race, announced candidacy February 10, 2019 at snow-drenched rally in her native Minneapolis. Career, Yale and University of Chicago law graduate who became a corporate lawyer. First ran unsuccessfully for office in 1994 as Hennepin, MI, county attorney, and won same race in 1998, then in 2002, without opposition. Ran for Senate in 2006 and won 58-38, re-elected in 2012 and 2018. Family, married to John Bessler, law professor at University of Baltimore and expert on capital punishment. Daughter Abigail Bessler, 23, works for a Democratic member of New York City Council. Father Jim, 90, was a veteran newspaper columnist who has written a memoir of how his alcoholism hurt his family. Mom Rose is a retired grade school teacher. Religion, Congregationalist, United Church of Christ, views on key issues, seen as a mainstream liberal, says she wants universal healthcare but has not spelled out how. Pro-gun control, pro-choice, backs $15 minimum wage, no public statements on federal marijuana legalization, has backed pro-Israel law banning the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement, spoke out against abolishing ICE. Slogan, to be announced. Julian Castro on Inauguration Day. 46 entered race, January 12, 2018, at rally in his native San Antonio, Texas. had formed exploratory committee 2 months previously. Career: Stanford and Harvard graduate who was a San Antonio councilman at 26 and became mayor in 2009. Was Obama's Housing and Urban Development Secretary from 2014 to 2016. Family: married with 9-year-old daughter, Karina, and 4-year-old son, Christian. His identical twin Joaquin, who is a minute younger, is Democratic congressman. Mother: Maria del Rosario Castro was part of radical Third Party for Mexican Americans. Father left his wife and 5 children for her, but they never married. Would-be first Hispanic American president, announced his run in English and Spanish, and first ever U.S. president with a twin religion. Catholic views on key issues: wants Medicare for all, universal pre-K, action on affordable housing, will not take money from political action committees, PACs, tied to corporations or unions. Other views still to be announced. Slogan: One Nation, One Destiny. Retaliation on Inauguration Day, 69 entered race, March 1, 2019. Career: Stanford dropout who graduated from University of Washington and Willamette University School of Law before working as a city prosecutor in Salahua. First elected to Washington House of Representatives in 1989 and again in 1990, won congressional seat in 1992 elections but lost in 1994 and then had failed 1996 gubernatorial run. Returned to Congress in 1998 elections and stayed until 2012 to run for governor. Won first term 51.5 to 48.5, re-elected in 2016 by 54.4 to 45.6. Family: born in Seattle to late parents Frank, a Navy veteran and high school teacher and coach, and Adele, a Sears sales clerk. Married high school and college sweetheart Trudy since 1972. 3 adult sons: Jack, a radio producer in Washington, D.C., Connor, director of a Washington state nonprofit for the disabled, and Joe, who works for King County, was Department of Natural Resources and Parks. Grandfather of 3. Religion: non-denominational Protestant views on key issues, running to combat climate change with praise for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Green New Deal, his record in Washington, D.C. including aspiring to zero-emissions buildings and largely eliminate fossil fuel use. Vocal gun control advocate, fought Trump's ban on entry to people from 7 Muslim-majority countries, called moratorium on death penalty in Washington, supported marijuana legalization in Washington and expected to do so federally, will not take money from political action committees, healthcare position still unclear. Slogan: Our Moment. John Hickenlooperage on Inauguration Day, 68 entered race, March 4, 2019 with Good Morning America interview. Career: Wesleyan University educated geologist who moved to Colorado to work in petroleum industry but was laid off and started Wine Coop Brewing Company, the first craft brew pub in 1988 in Denver's lower downtown area. Ran for mayor of Denver as an outsider in 2003 and won, then won a second term in 2007. Ran for Colorado governor in 2010 and won 51% of the vote. His nearest rival took 36.5%. Won re-election 49.3 to 46 in 2014, but was term limited and ended his second term in January 2019. Family: married to second wife Robin Pringle, 40, a vice president at Liberta Media Corp., owners of SiriusXM. Divorced first wife Helen Thorpe in 2012 after 10 years of marriage. Ex-couple have son Teddy, a high school student. Born and brought up in Narberth, in the main line of Philadelphia, his father's ancestors include Civil War Union General Andrew Hickenlooper. Religion: Quaker views on key issues, voice support for Green New Deal but has also been in favor of fracking, has not embraced single-payer healthcare but expanded Medicaid in Colorado, long record of being pro-gun control, pro-choice but has gone out of his way to talk about reducing unplanned teenage pregnancies, opposed to the death penalty, advocated for gay marriages. Slogan: to be announced. Pete Buttigieg on Inauguration Day, 39 entered race, announced formation of exploratory committee January 23, 2019. Career: Harvard grad and Rhodes Scholar who got a second degree from Oxford before working as a McKinsey management consultant and being commissioned as a Navy Reserve intelligence officer. Elected South Bend mayor in 2011 and served in combat in 2013, won re-election in 2015. Family: came out as gay during second mayoral run and married husband Chasen Glesman, a middle school teacher, in 2018. Parents were University of Notre Dame academics. Surname is pronounced WARRENAge. Would be first openly gay president and first combat veteran since George H.W. Bush. Religion, Episcopalian views on key issues, has said Democratic Party needs a fresh start, wrote an essay in praise of Bernie Sanders' aged 17, backed paid parental leave for city employees, other policies unknown slogan, to be announced. Tulsi Gabbard on Inauguration Day, 39 entered race, still to formally file any papers but said she would run on January 11, 2019. Career, born on American Samoa, a territory, and therefore may be subject to questions over whether she is natural born. Raised largely in Hawaii, she co-founded an environmental nonprofit with her father as a teenager and was elected to the state legislature aged 21, its youngest member in history. Enlisted in the National Guard and served 2 tours, one in Iraq 2004 to 2006, then as an officer in Kuwait in 2009. Ran for Honolulu City Council in 2011, and House of Representatives in 2012. Family, married to her second husband, Abraham Williams, a cinematographer since 2015. First marriage to childhood sweetheart Eduardo Tamayo in 2002 ended in 2006. Father Mike Gabbard is a Democratic Hawaii state senator. Mother Carol Porter runs a nonprofit. Would be first Samoan American, first Hindu and first female president. Religion, Hindu views on key issues, has apologized for anti-abortion and anti-gay marriage views, wants marijuana federally legalized, opposed to most U.S. foreign interventions, backs $15 minimum wage and universal health care, was the second elected Democrat to meet Trump after his 2016 victory slogan, to be announced. John Delaney on Inauguration Day, 57 entered race, filed papers July 28, 2017. Career, three-time Maryland congressman, first winning election in 2012. Previously set up publicly traded companies lending capital to healthcare and mid-size businesses and was youngest CEO at the time of a New York Stock Exchange listed from family, married, father of 4, wife April, works for children's issues nonprofit. Religion, Catholic views on key issues, social liberal in favor of legalized pot and gun control but not single-payer healthcare, fiscally conservative slogan, focus on the future. Andrew Yang on Inauguration Day, 46 entered race, filed papers November 6, 2018. Career, started a dot-com flop, then become healthcare and education tech executive who set up nonprofit Venture for America. Family, married, father of 2, would be first Asian American president. Religion, Reformed Church views on key issues, warns of rise of robots and artificial intelligence, wants $1,000 a month universal basic income and social media regulated slogan, Humanity First. Marianne Williamson on Inauguration Day, 68 entered race, announced exploratory committee November 15, 2018. Formally entered January 28, 2019. Career, dropped out of Sonoma College, California, became part of the counterculture and anti-war movement and ran a metaphysical bookstore before publishing Spiritual Guide: A Return to Love and being praised by Oprah, sending it to #1. Published series of follow-ups and founded AIDS charity and subsequently more nonprofits including a peace movement. Ran for Congress in 2014 and lost. Family, born to immigration attorney father Sam and housewife mother Sophie in Houston, Texas. Married for a minute and a half to unnamed man. Daughter India was born in 1990 but Williamson declines to name her father. Religion, Jewish views on key issues, wants vast expansion of physical and mental health care, and nutrition and lifestyle reforms including ban on marketing processed and sugary foods to children, universal pre-K, much of the Green New Deal's proposals including a decarbonized economy, electric cars and rebuilding mass transit, gun control through licensing, wants more vacation time, pro-decriminalizing all drugs slogan, join the evolution in those who've already withdrawn. Richard Ojeda, West Virginia ex-state senator and paratrooper veteran, entered race in November 12, 2018. Quit January 25, 2019.